Hey guys, welcome back to Piper's Pop-Ups and Vintage Cappers. Now, I want to show you a couple, the mess, but these are the pop-ups that we've renovated. The one on the left is a 2006 Coleman Santa Fe. Not sure what you can see. We, again, frame up, restoration, added the graphics, painted everything, of course sealed the roof. The interior, you can see some of these online because I'm selling it, but the interior's all been redone as well. And this is our newer, we got this in Georgia. This is a 2001 Coleman Niagara. It was in rough shape. Sat under an oak tree for years, full of roaches and bugs, and the roof was completely rotten, so I rebuilt the roof, sealed it. Frame up restoration. The box, as you can imagine, was completely rotten, but rebuilt all of that. Added the flex seal to the bottom this time. Again, painted, added graphics to the side. You can't make much of it, but added the original Coleman stickers back on it. And then, again, completely rebuilt the interior. This one isn't online yet because we're going to use it until our Aljo or our Shasta's ready. We're not sure. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys what else we're working on. This one's for sale. It's on Facebook Marketplace. This one will be soon. I'm excited about this one because I was able to rebuild the furnace and the hot water heater and get them both working again rather than having to replace or pull it out. So there's going to be hot and cold running water. There's a shower, indoor bathroom. It's a really nice camper, and a pull out, of course. All right, so here's where we are with the Aljo. Again, 1957 Aljo. Frame up again. Got the frame and the VCT flooring put down yesterday. Everything's ready there, so we jumped on the walls. We're about 3 weeks into this rebuild, and I've only worked one full weekend so far on it. The rest have been a couple hours in the evenings. Now that we're having longer days here in Mississippi, I have a little more time. This is the door side. It didn't hold up quite as well as the street side. I guess this would be the curb side, or no, the opposite, sorry. Anyway, so this is the opposite wall. I started on this one because it was actually relatively still intact, so I could use it as a template. And I'm doing what I've seen both Rob the Rebuilder and Conan from Trailer Trash to Treasure do, and it's made a lot of sense to me. If you can, now there's a couple of caveats to that. One, on this one, both of the, what I'll just call the floor joists, the wall joist, if you're used to building houses, those end caps were rotten. As you can tell here, there's very little of anything left on the bottoms. So it's one thing to replace what's already there. That's easy peasy. It's yet another to try to figure out what in the world was down here. I figured out everything from the frame up. It's bolted and ready. This is what was left all on the bottom. I know, I tagged this one somewhere, I know for a fact this was essentially a bottom wall plate for this wall, but there was also something wider here that I believe gets bolted to the frame. Now there is a carriage bolt hole here, so it's possible. I don't know. I just can't quite figure it out. There's some wider sections in the parts and pieces that I have left over. Most of it didn't survive. So anyway, here's where we are with the wall. One full day today. I've got everything replaced. I came back through here with treated. I tried to add treated wherever I could, where I knew before it was going to rot. I'm also going to come along the bottom with treated wood. All this is just standard, but this is going to be a treated as well because it obviously gets the most moisture and is going to fall apart. So here's where we are. Pleased with it. It's going pretty straightforward. If you're handy with a saw and wood, you can make it out. Now, one thing we did change, if you know anything about these walls, they were traditionally made of this 1x material, kind of a 1x2. I decided to come back with 2x2, and all I did was buy a whole bunch of 2x4s from Lowe's, brought them home, ripped them, and I've got a bunch of 2x2s. It's going to add to the rigidity of the frame. It's easier to work with, frankly. It doesn't crack as much. You just have to compensate for the thickness difference on a couple of places, you know, for obvious reasons. But otherwise, it's working well. I'm going to add a couple of more braces in here. This wall had very few braces, like where the closet was, big open space, and also on the other side of the door in the front. I don't know why. Like over here, they spaced them roughly a foot apart. Here, that's 2 feet. No rhyme or reason to it. I don't get it, but I'm gonna shore this up a little bit more, beef it up. The door frame, the entire door frame will be treated wood, as will the bottom sill. Anyway, that's where we are. Beautiful day today, nice and cool, breezy, so I can work out here and enjoy the day as well. So when I get the paneling put on it, I'll show you that. And when I get this wall piece back together, obviously it's in 2 pieces, so there's going to be a little more care taken with that, but that's where we are. Thanks.